Hey, it's your boy BwnSugar here with yet another episode of the BreakDwn YouTube podcast, bringing you the latest news in the music industry. Don't forget to get involved now at greynoise_TV on the Twitter, and like and comment this video as well as subscribing. In this episode, possible buyers for all those EMI assets that Universal must sell, Taylor Swift's third week atop the Billboard 200, Vevo launches in Spain, France and Italy, Spotify gets a beta web music player, Mike Easterlin named GN at Roadrunner Records, Dave Grohl to give keynote at next year's South by Southwest, and Britney Spears and will.i.am released their new single Scream and Shout. So let's get to it. So Taylor Swift has done it again, selling 200,000 copies in its third week of sales, according to Nielsen SoundScan. It being her latest album, R.E.D. R.E.D. beat out the Now 44 compilation CD, which has sold 100,000 copies in the US, putting it number 2 for that week. R.E.D. is Swift's first album, spent 3 weeks atop the Billboard 200. Her debut, Speak Now, spent 2 weeks at number 1 before dropping, only to return 5 weeks later back in 2010. Total sales for R.E.D. stand at 1.8 million in the US alone. Rod Stewart came in at number 3, selling 74,000 copies in its second week of sales. Coming in at number 4 was Neo with his new album, also called R.E.D. Check out my review of that on the album review show on our YouTube page right now, along with the review of Christina Aguilera's new album as well, called Lotus. Neo's R.E.D. sold a greater than expected 66,000 copies in its first sales week, doing marginally worse than Leap Scale, but still notched him 66,000 copies. So well done to Miss Swift, the good people at the Now compilation, and Rod Stewart, and of course Neo, for putting up some great numbers this week. And don't forget, all articles that are featured on the BreakDwn YouTube podcast are available at Billboard Biz website right now. So those EMI asset bidder news. In past episodes, we have mentioned the Universal acquisition of EMI. In this deal, in regards to European regulators, it came with some caveats in order to pass through. Universal must sell EMI assets as part of the deal. This was mainly to stop fears of monopolisation. Billboard has reported in the past that the likes of Richard Branson and private equity firms such as Warner's Access have been linked with putting in possible bids for some of these assets. The auction still hasn't took place yet, as preferred bidders are still to be decided. As according to European regulations, bidders have to have a proven track record of running a successful music business or have a strong background in music or business background. The latest names to be thrown into the hat include former Atlantic Head and Lava Records founder Jason Flume, and former Bug Music CEO John Rudolph. But it is said that if they do bid, it is likely to be in the form of a consortium. 19 Entertainment founder, XX management owner and American Idol creator Simon Fuller, as well as music legend and Island Records founder Chris Blackwell, are said to be the latest names added to the possible bidder list. I, for one, am anxious to find out who wins at this auction and what they do with these much sought after assets, as it feels like it has been going on for ages. But keep it locked to the BreakDwn YouTube podcast for more info as it comes in, and get involved at greynoise_TV if you have any info on anything that you think we should be talking about. So, Vevo, the YouTube music video player on the internet and MTV alike. Vevo has been around for a while now. It seems to be growing bigger every day with rumours of expansion into Facebook, ever-growing monopolisation of YouTube music videos thanks to its partnership with Universal. So it has been hard to ignore till now. And it is now announcing a further expansion into Europe, Spain and Italy. France as well is on the cards, so it doesn't seem like it will be dying anytime soon. So along with us at Grohl, as we hope to able to grow and compete with the likes of Vevo, Diddy's new entertainment service, Revolt, launching in early 2013, it looks like the new players of consumer-driven music entertainment on the internet has begun. Time will tell who survives or not. We at Grohl look forward to being a survivor as we ever expand our content into different kind of shows such as gaming, more music driven shows and other forms of entertainment, but we want to be driven by the consumer. We want you to decide what we should be putting out, and we want to be the platform that you, the consumer, choose to put out your content and create the entertainment you want. So that's why we need you to get involved with us. But anyway, that's the end of our little plug. Spotify launches a new web player in beta in the US. According to Billboard, Spotify have announced the launch of its new web music player in the US. According to Verge magazine, the web-based Spotify will be going up against services like Rhapsody, and Spotify's only fears and reservations about a web-based player is reliability. But industry experts believe that if Spotify can create a strong enough web-based version of its already growing desktop-based player, this should not be a problem. But keep it locked to the BreakDwn YouTube podcast for more information as it comes in. Remember, the BreakDwn YouTube podcast is uploaded every Sunday. More record company news. Mike Easterlin is named GN at Roadrunner Records. After the departure of former Roadrunner CEO Jonas Nittau, announced on the 14th of November, according to Billboard, it has been announced that Mike Easterlin will take over. Easterlin has received another promotion already this month, so he's doing well. When it was announced that he will take over as GM of Pete Wentz founded Fueled by Ramen. Easterlin will head up both companies, although it is said that the companies will have separate staffs. I personally have never heard of Mike Easterlin up to this point, but he must be good at what he does to have two promotions in the same month on pretty big imprints. So time will tell how he impacts on the two companies' successes and furthers their success. Foo Fighters' Dave Grohl has signed on to give next year's keynote at the South by Southwest Conference and Festival. 2013 is said to not be a quiet year for Mr. Dave Grohl. He's always hard at work. Even though Foo Fighters are now on hiatus, it is said he is to be recording material with the Queens of the Stone Age, which I was banking on, because you just got to look at what bands Dave Grohl hasn't recorded with for a long time, and who will probably be coming out with stuff next. And Queen of the Stone Age was my bet, so I was right there. So got new Queen of the Stone Age material coming out, and a new documentary that he's been working on about Sound City, the recording studio in Los Angeles. So 2013 is meant to be as busy as ever for Dave Grohl. Lastly, Britney Spears is to appear on a Will.i.am single for the new album Willpower. will.i.am and Britney are said to work together on the new single Scream and Shout, the debut single for Willpower. It's said to be to have been premiered on US X Factor and then to be released to US radio in the coming days. So I look towards GNTV on YouTube to be the first to give you that review on the single as it comes out. I hope you enjoyed the this edition of the BreakDwn YouTube podcast. Don't forget it comes at you every Sunday, and don't forget to like and comment and subscribe to all our videos on the GN YouTube channel for more brilliant content like this. See you next week.